You're listening to 860 AM WNOV Milwaukee.
Keon, I have another secret.
What's that?
Heart and Soul Radio Talk Show will air on Thursdays and Saturdays.
Heart and Soul?
You know, the show where entrepreneurs, organizations, artists promote, communicate, educate, and motivate, having fun at the same time.
What time on Saturdays and Thursdays?
Saturday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m., Thursdays from 3 to 4 p.m.
We are going to keep the party train rolling.
That's right, Heart and Soul on Saturdays and Thursdays. Meet you there. This time, you can go tell everybody.
All right, then.
The views and
Good morning, and welcome to Heart and Soul with your host, Wanda Williams.
Good morning. Thank you, Keon. How you doing today?
I'm all right, and yourself?
All right. We got some wonderful guests today. I want to say that what our show is about, like I always do, we have entrepreneurs, businesses, organizations come on to promote what they do. If you have anything wonderful to promote, come on the show. We'd love to have you. We are called the Promoting Machine.
The Promoting Machine.
Right. You got something to promote? We gonna promote it. All right, then I got some wonderful guests today.
What do you got today?
I have a family.
Family?
A working family.
An entire family?
Not the entire family. I got a piece of it.
The grandma too?
No, not the grandma.
Oh.
I got the mother.
Okay.
And I got the son. I have Mario Dickens from Mario Dickens Creation.
Industry boss.
That's right. I have Linda Owen Dickens, Legacy Forever. That's her business.
Okay.
All right then. Well, you know what, Ken? I think we should do something.
What's that?
I think we should get started.
Let's get started.
There's a new teen and young adult show called
We Are the Future. We are going to have a blast.
We're going to be talking about educational information and events for teens plus young adults.
And also important topics in our schools and community.
And we're going to share our talents with the world with a can-do attitude. Join us every last Saturday of the month for
We Are the Future.
Every last Saturday of the month at 8 a.m. here on 860 WNOV, The Voice. And now we return to Heart and Soul with your host, Wanda Williams.
Thank you, Keon. I also want to mention that that We Are the Future will be back next Saturday. So we got a whole new crew and we're going to have some fun. I'm working with them tomorrow, so we're going to be ready to go. But I have to say I have two wonderful guests, but I'm going to start with the younger member of this, I guess, corporation. I have to put that in there. Mm-hmm. Mario Dickens from Mario Dickens Creations. Good morning, Mario.
Good morning, Wanda.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Oh, wonderful. Now, tell us about your business. I was down there, and it was gorgeous. I love the artwork. I love what you do. So tell people what you do, because I see your work all the time around the city. Tell me what you do.
We're a printing company. We do a lot of work with businesses as well as individuals. I work with funeral homes. That's our main business. So I do a lot of obituaries, memorial programs, and things of that nature. So if you lose a loved one, we're the place to come if you want to memorialize your loved one the right way. Also, I do a lot of printing for businesses, period. So if you're starting a business, we're the place to come to. We'll help you get your business cards, your logo, your flyers, all of your promotional tools in order. I work with a lot of promotion companies as well. So if you're looking for entertainment or something to do when you pick up a flyer, most of the time in the city of Milwaukee it's been printed by us.
Yes.
And so we're just a full-fledged printing company, everything from banners to T-shirts, posters, business cards, anything that you can think of that you need printed. I printed some keychains on yesterday, and candles, whatever you need.
You do
printed.
candles too?
Yeah, we do candles.
Really? So what do you put on the candles?
Well, we relabel candles, we relabel water bottles. I was working with a bride a few weeks ago, and we were talking about what she wanted as far as her party favors. Mm-hmm. And so we were able to take and relabel her champagne bottles.
Oh, really?
Yep, and put the picture of her and the groom on there.
Oh,
and,
that's beautiful.
When you're getting married, we take you all the way through from your save the date to your reception.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, how much do the candles cost? I was just curious. Because if I want my logo on a candle, how much that would be? Is it a big candle, or it comes in different sizes, or?
Well, we definitely have different sizes, and the great thing about us, we are a creation company. So we can just take your idea and make it a reality.
Okay.
So if you come up with a 2-inch candle, then we'll print labels for that 2-inch candle and get them put on there for you. But the standard price of a candle, if you're buying one, is $12. If you're buying a quantity of them, they go all the way down to $3.25 a piece.
Really?
Yeah, so I mean, it depends on how many you want.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's absolutely wonderful. So, do you consider yourself an artist?
Well, I'm the vehicle for the artist. And I tell you a secret, I really never learned how to draw. And it's amazing how God works. I don't know how we became one of the best graphic companies, and I didn't know how to draw.
Really?
Yep, but God blessed me to be able to get on that computer.
Oh,
and
wow.
learn how to take images and turn something into a great piece. And so I'm a graphic artist.
Okay.
I'm not your pick up your paintbrush artist. I have dipped and dabbled a little bit into pottery when I was younger.
Yes.
I got an award for making something out of clay. But I'm a graphic artist, and I train people that are artists to use their skills on the software. So I teach them the software. Most of my employees that worked for me over the last, I had to say, at least the ones over the last 13 years, 90% of them have gone on to start their own graphic businesses.
Oh, wow, that's great.
And so we work with a lot of artists. I work with Waukesha Community Technical College.
Ooh.
And their interns intern with me. I work with Brian and Stratton to have interns. And recently I had a meeting with them in reference to being on their advisory board.
Oh, that's
to
wonderful.
Try to help them set their curriculum for graphic design. So, where I don't consider myself an artist, I just an instrument rather.
Really?
Yeah.
But you do a lot. You're teaching. You're doing all this stuff. You got it going on, man.
Well, Lord bless me.
When I went into the shop, I saw all the banners and the posters, and there was only one thing that was missing in there, though.
What was that?
Me. I didn't see no picture of me up in there. What is he talking about? I mean, I didn't see me. I saw Brandy. I saw that's a beauty. Did you do that?
Yeah.
I have that on my Facebook.
Really?
Yes, that's a beautiful picture of her with the guitar. Did you create that?
We created the design and we printed it. A lot of photographers, they'll bring the design to us, and in that case, Brandy actually brought the image in. We were able to enlarge the image for her, put the logos and different things that she wanted on the image, and print it as a poster board. And we can pretty much enlarge or recreate anything you want. I was working with a lady yesterday, and we actually had to take the image where she was actually looking good and put it on her body where it was looking good. So she had her face looking good on one image and her body looking good on the other.
Can you do that for me?
Okay,
we're going to talk later. Can you do that for me?
That's the thing about graphics. You pick up these magazines and different things like that. You think that's the actual individual. I tell you the truth, most of the time, it's been edited.
So you can set me on top of Shamar Moore.
Yeah, I put you wherever you want to be.
Airbrush him to be my color.
I put you on top of the world, man.
Yeah, got you.
That's wonderful. I got to keep that in mind because I sent you a picture.
Okay.
And Steve White did the photography.
Yeah.
And he did a good job with
Good friend
that.
of
And one of the pictures that he did is going to be in a magazine that's coming out in February, which is Talent Monthly.
Wow.
And that's out of Colorado. And she used one of his pictures of me. So I was really impressed with that and with the work that he does. And it wasn't touched up or anything. It was me. So I was kind of happy about that. It's my face and it's my body. Yeah. Okay, now I'm just making so when people see, look, it's my face. This is me. That's it. We didn't cut nothing off or nothing, So, but next time I know, and what I'll do is I'll get like Holly Berry's body or something, or in my face.
Yeah,
Would
we
that
put
work?
you on it.
Oh yeah. All right. Not only are you creative, you are a businessman.
Yes, I am. Now, I've been in business going on 17 years now.
Wow.
Mario Dickens Creations, the name itself and the business, although we had been doing things before, came about in 1998.
Okay.
So about 17 years I've been in business.
17 years.
17
And
years.
you're a relatively young man.
Yeah, I started when I was 15.
Wow.
Yeah, going on 32 this year, so we've been going strong.
32.
Yeah,
I didn't think he was 32.
32 years old.
Wow. I'm thinking, okay.
I remember when you started.
Do you?
Well, yeah, we. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I knew you were gonna be a success because it was this cat on the picture with a big old smile. He had a worldwide smile. We said that cat right there is gonna be successful. I think everybody is familiar with your smile.
You I mean, people don't realize how much you can accomplish with a smile.
Man,
Yeah.
It's the simplest thing, and God gifts all of us with it. It's just that sometimes we don't use it, and so I just learned how to be happy, man, and just smile, and that's just me. If you see me, you're gonna see me smiling.
Yeah, you got a beautiful smile.
and you know people they relate you to that smile.
Yeah.
That's Mario. You know Mario? No, but I know that smile right there.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Now I have to ask this question: what influence that your wonderful mother have on your business and your aspirations of being what you are today?
Well, my mother specifically would take me when she would go places.
Okay.
When she was doing business in this field. Now, if I was to speak directly about this particular business, she had a great influence on me. She would do a lot of printing of obituaries for our church. And so I remember just being up at Kinko's late nights, 12, 13, 14 years old. And back then we didn't have clip art on the computer. We would go through the books and we would cut it out and paste it. And,
Really?
And do all of that type of stuff. And she would take me to graphic designers' houses and we would sit and put it together. But I was the one that rode with her everywhere she would go when creating this. So when you speak of the memorial side of the business, it wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for her. I remember we got our first funeral home contract with Love Funeral Home. I was 15 years old at the time.
Wow.
And we were proud of that contract, and it came because of her. I mean, the seed of the most important part of our business did come from my mother. My father played a great impact as well.
Okay.
And he would take me to his office when I was 4 or 5 years old, and I would just be up there running around. He let me press buttons, and he didn't stop me.
Oh, that's
And so
nice.
I've been pressing buttons ever since. I sold my first copy when I was in second grade.
Really?
Yeah, I went to school, and the kids were drawing artwork, and so I would charge them about $0.25. I bring it home, and I sneak down there and use my father's copy machine. He knew I was using it, but I would be sneaking, and I make the copies, take them back, and sell them to the kids.
Oh,
So
wow.
I've been doing it for a long time.
Well, you was a businessman at how old? What? How old was you
That
then?
had been about 8 years old.
Okay, all
8 years
right.
old, I sold my first copy when I was 8 years old.
Oh, wow. And I was very impressed with your operation located at
7605 West Good Hope Road. We're in the Andes gas station. And Wanda, we are also a copy center. We're not just a graphic design or a printing company. You can come in there. You can get on the internet, use our internet cafe. You can also come in and do your own copying and printing.
Oh, right.
Everything that you do at Office Max or Kinko's, we've kind of taken the best of all experiences. So your personal graphic design experience of working with that consultant all the way to doing it yourself. You can come in Mario Dickens Creations and we'll help you get it done.
right. So if somebody had the question like I would, what am I doing? You would come over and help me.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, so you're just not on your own.
No, you're not on your own. We try our best to make sure that every individual feels treated like an individual when they come in. So I work with you. I kind of try to figure out what your needs are, and we do use our experience of being in business, and we use our experience of working with individuals. We we're sympathetic when you've lost a loved one. We're excited when you open your new business. We're there with you.
Okay. One thing I also noticed when I came in, the customer service was excellent.
Thank you.
As soon as you come in, hi, how you doing? How can I help you? And I kind of felt like I was at home.
Good.
Yeah, I had like a homey feel to it. And the people that come in, the clients are very friendly also and willing to share what they do and as far as getting the materials they need to improve their business or whatever they have. So it's a very friendly atmosphere in there, and I really liked it. Everybody's very, very, very professional. You had my favorite thing in there, water. Not too many places give you some water,
We get water out all day long.
I love water. I gotta have my water, and I'm not talking about from a bubbler. Would they say bubbler here now? What they say, fountain or whatever? We say bubbler because if I say, what is that right?
Yeah, that's what I used to say, water bubbler.
Water bubbler, and don't go nowhere else and use that. What a water? What a bubbler? What is that? Because I was in Minnesota, and they were like, "What are you talking about? A water bubbler?"
Fountain, I think they call it. Water fountain.
They call it a fountain or whatever, but this was fresh water in the bottle, and also you had a bottled water in a big container. So I was really impressed with that. You offered me water right away. Mm-hmm. So that felt, that was very friendly. You also have a business group. Tell me about that.
The business group is industrybosses.com.
Yes.
And Industry Bosses, we're an elite group of entrepreneurs. It is something that is nationwide that actually started here in the city of Milwaukee.
Oh, really?
Yes. I came up with the idea back in 2004. And as of last year, it's just really taken off.
Oh, okay.
We've got 80 members locally here.
Okay.
We've got about 20 more that are around the country.
Oh.
And so we're at the point now we're 100 members strong. You can log on to industrybosses.com, fill out your application. You can become a member of the elite group of entrepreneurs. We do have our requirements, so when you go on there, you have to have been in business for 2 years.
Okay.
Aside from how long you have to have been in business, more importantly, centered is the community service aspect of it.
Yes.
And so we require everyone that is a member to at least have a nonprofit organization or be committed to one.
Okay.
And with proof of that, you can be a part of Industry Bosses. We have some very great people in Industry Bosses. Myself, of course, and
that's all right. I'm gonna pat you on the back for that. Go ahead.
Our sole purpose is to try to help promote the entrepreneur, to try to help them get their business to the next level, and try to connect them with individuals. I heard you mention Steve White.
Yes.
Steve White is an industry boss. We have so many different people, and when you go on there, you'll see all of the individuals that are part of it. Everybody from your you got Reggie Brown, who's a very prominent DJ. You've got your credit service providers, Lorenzo Williams. There's other individuals in there. My brothers are in there.
Really? How many brothers do you have?
I've got 2 brothers, and they one has a music studio and one has a book. And the book is called Legal Loopholes. You can actually purchase it on Amazon.
All right.
And my other brother, he's a music producer. Both of them are industry bosses. You'll just find so many individuals that you can go on there. Iberia, Brandy, she's an industry boss. We've got Pandora Ivory. She's an industry boss. Tony Reese. I mean, so many different individuals. The list just goes on and on and on. When you hear of something going on in the city of Milwaukee, almost 60% of the events and the things that you hear about, Shantina Gladney, she throws the My City, My Biz.
I was there last year.
She is an industry boss. People that are movers and shakers and making things happen in your city, they're industry bosses.
Now, again, I have to put this in here. You forgot about somebody again.
Well, we have a recent applicant, and we did approve that applicant. And beautiful picture submitted, and the profile is wonderful. It'll be up next week on our site, and that's none other than the lovely Wanda Williams.
Thank you.
From Heart and Soul.
Thank you. I'm an industry boss. Oh. Are there some single men in there? Because I'm looking for a
You
husband
know what?
too.
There are a lot of single entrepreneurs, and that, you know what? And that's lacking here in the city of Milwaukee.
It very much so.
Somebody single and that owns a business.
Really, really.
We ain't trying to throw a line out there, but yeah, they're there.
When is the next meeting?
Single women too.
Single women too. All right, I'm single.
Owning our
So
business, and we're happy to just be here in the city of Milwaukee. But check it out. I mean, I know you'll love it.
okay, it's been a pleasure talking to you. As you've been a business person for 16 years, businessman.
Yes.
What would you tell an entrepreneur that's just getting started? What words of wisdom would you give them?
Don't give up on your dream. You can't give up. I mean, situations will present themselves. If I was to tell you the truth, the only reason I'm even able to be sitting here is because of God. I keep God first. I was shot 12 times. I should be dead. And this happened in 2002. If I'm going to tell somebody how to stay in business, keep God first. I put my money where God is, so that way my seeds can grow. I make sure I pay my tithes and my offering, and after that, after the spiritual side, Wanda, I actually make sure I open my business. Most entrepreneurs just fail because they do not go and open their doors. People come looking for you, and they can't find you. When you post hours and say that your business is going to be open, you've got to make the sacrifice, even if you don't feel like it. If you don't think somebody's going to walk in the door that day, those are the days that people are coming. I can't tell you how many small failures I had when I just wouldn't go open my door.
Okay.
Because I thought, and this is when I was getting started, I said, nobody going to show up today. And I would see people, they say, I had a contract for you. I had this for you. And I had this for you. And you've got to open your business, be polite, smile, even when you don't feel like it.
Exactly.
And take care of your clients and make sure that you understand your clients' needs, whatever business you're in. And that's just what's kept me successful, just plain common sense, just doing the things that I know how to do, having integrity in business, making sure that I do what I say I'm going to do, and when I can't do it, calling that client and saying, hey, I can't deliver, or what I told you I'm not able to do, but just making sure that you have that communication established with your client and get the job done for them that you've promised. Don't promise what you can't deliver.
Exactly.
Make sure that you can handle it.
And they have a positive experience working with you, too.
Yes. Even if they're not happy with their product, then do what it takes to make them happy. I have to say, the guy across the street from me owns a lot of McDonald's. And when I pulled up to McDonald's the other day, he had a sign on there with his cell phone number on it. And he said, if my staff doesn't get it right, then give me a call. We'll make it right.
All right.
And sometimes, it doesn't matter how high up you get, you have to be willing to make it right for your clients. We have over 3,000 clients that are on record throughout the city of Milwaukee. And I thank the city of Milwaukee because without them, I wouldn't even be in business. But, those clients are what keep us going. And so my clients can talk to me. If I'm not available, I'll get back to them.
Yeah, you do.
But I make sure that, they can talk to me if they have an issue or a problem, and then we sort it out. And we get it repaired for them.
All right. So you run any specials?
Oh yeah. Everybody can come get 5,000 business cards for $99. That is one of our hottest specials right now. We're trying to help people stop ordering small quantities, so we've lowered the price on all our larger quantities so that people can come and get the promotional tools they need. You can get 5,000 flyers for $199.
Wow.
You can get 5,000 business cards for $99. You can get 5,000 brochures for $400. I mean, you can get large quantities to flood and promote your business the right way and get into the hands of the masses for very low cost at Mario Dickens Creations. And I mean, we are just excited about MarioDickensCreations.com. We've spent the last 4 months updating that site.
Yes.
And there's just so much that you can go on there and look at.
Okay.
When you're on MarioDickensCreations.com, you can go on there and view all of our samples and a lot of our work that we've done. You can check out prices, see our commercials. You can fill out quote request forms. You can do all of that stuff on Mario Dickens Creations. And our location is just centered right there on 76th and Good Hope. We're right on the corner. We're at the Andy's gas station. You can come and fill up your tank. You can get you something to eat at Domino's.
Oh, there you go.
And you asked about specials. If you spend $100, we give you a free pizza from Domino's or a free car wash from Andy's.
Really?
Yeah, just come in, mention the special. And I remember I spoke to you about if you mention Wanda Williams, then we'll give you 10% off.
All right.
It don't matter if you spend $1,000, you'll get $100 off. Spending $10,000, we'll give you $1,000 off. You mention Wanda Williams, that name means money when you walk in the door.
I got to remember that. My made me money. All right. Well, I want to thank you for coming in. You gave us some excellent information.
Great.
And I'm going to have you back. And I'll be seeing a lot more of you with the industry bosses.
Yes, well, we're just excited about you, Wanda, and Industry Bosses welcomes you, Mario Dickens Creations. We welcome you as a client, and we're just so glad to be here today. And I just encourage people to keep listening. I'm going to keep listening.
All right. Thank you. We'll be right back.
Would you like to be a guest or a sponsor on Heart and Soul and join the Heart and Soul family? Contact Wanda at area code 414-760-8653. That's area code 414-760-8653. Or let me know how I'm doing. Email me. My email address is heartandsoulwandawilliams@gmail.com. That's heartandsoulwandawilliams@gmail.com.
And now we return to Heart and Soul with your host, Wanda Williams.
Thank you, Kia. I am here with a phenomenal woman. I have a lot of phenomenal women on my show. Linda, the son of the creator. I said the son, right? The mother. This young lady looks so young. When I came into the store, I thought she was a young woman working behind the counter. And then all of a sudden, Mario said, I'd like my mother to come on with me too. And I go, where is she at? Oh, that's her right over there. What? You look so young and so beautiful. That your name is Linda Owens Dickens from Legacy Forever. Legacy. Tell me about Legacy Forever.
Well, Wanda, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Legacies Forever is a dream that was birthed in me many, many years ago. And it was something that I wanted to do in order that individuals could have a tool, an avenue to document their legacy. I'm of the belief that only you know your story.
Exactly. I think that.
And for many years, what has happened, and you heard my son Mario talk before about being with me and going with me. One of the ministries that was birthed in me was to minister to those individuals that had death in their family or go to the hospitals, and that was a missionary in me. And from that, it evolved into me working with the families when they would lose a loved one. And I was the individual behind the pen and pencil that would write their story. And what I found over the years, I have over 40 years in that, in doing that. And what I found is that a lot of individuals, the majority of the individuals, probably 99.5%, did not have anything recorded or listed about themselves. And so I found myself just making up a story. And as I would make up each story, I'd just make it better and better.
Oh, wow.
You might give me a couple of notes about yourself, and from there, I just created. And as the years evolved, it began to bother or trouble my spirit. So over about 10 years ago, it was just dropped in my spirit that I needed to create something that would allow the individual to tell their own story so they could have integrity in it and I could write it feeling that it was the individual's true story about themselves. And so Legacies Forever is not just designed for when you leave here, but it is a business that I have developed that will allow you to document as you go your legacy, things that you've done, things that you're proud of, information that can live on throughout your life.
That's beautiful. Beautiful. That is really beautiful, because we're here and we do some wonderful things, and we don't really see them as wonderful things, but they need to be documented.
Yes.
You know, we need to know. There's so, and when I talk to people that come on the show and they do all these wonderful things and they say they do it, I'm like, well, you need to write a little story or a little book or something and pass that on down from generation to generation. So is that your purpose? So people will know what the grandmother was about. Maybe she was the first one in the civil rights movement. We don't know that. You know, sometimes a lot of individuals don't like to talk about what they were involved in when they were younger.
You're right, Wanda. And it's more or less, a lot of individuals won't write an autobiography. You may not ever be able to Google them and find their name. They may never ever be in the newspaper, but there are significant things that they did in their life that I feel needs to be documented in order that when they leave here, that their legacy can just live on.
Exactly.
So it'll be a document that tells who you were, what you did, what you accomplished in life. A lot of us have a lot of firsts, and people forget about that. They just think about the now.
Yes.
And a lot of us have a lot of history, things that we've done in life that is important. And this gives you the opportunity to document it. So I am providing you the vehicle, the tool to do it, so that when we leave here, when my children and their children's children are around, they can pick up this document and say, this was my great-great-great-grandmother, and
yes.
this is what they did, or this was my great-great-great-grandfather, and these are the things that they accomplished. I sometimes ask my children, do you know what I've really done? And thank you, Wanda, for the compliment. But, you know, I'm heading somewhere in that age range that I've done a lot of things in my life.
You know, and you're going to tell me a little bit about it. You have a phenomenal business career. I want to talk about that. Share that with us. You are a phenomenal woman. So share your business background.
Well, my past life, for 15 years, I was a banker. I had my own branch manager, regional development branch manager in the banking field. And after that, became an entrepreneur, went to work with my husband. Okay. And we created an alarm company, Central District Alarm. And we had a security firm called Command Security. And I was over that. I had over 100 security guards up under me.
Wow.
I had a private detective division. So my past life, well, you guys, I'm going to tell it today on the Wanda Show. I was a private detective.
You were a private detective? That's fascinating. Because did you have to follow cheating husbands and all that kind of stuff?
Yes.
You did? Were you taking pictures too?
Yeah, and then I had to sit with them, and you know, I had to tell the wife or tell the husband what I had found, and sometimes that left you in a really it made you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But, you know, they paid me and I was hired to do that. So I didn't do so much of the following, but my team of detectives did. But I was the lead person that worked with the lawyers.
How do you become a detective? What do you need to become a detective?
Well, I had to pass a group of... I had to take some classes.
Oh, you do take classes?
There's an exam, and I was licensed with the state of Wisconsin, so it's a lot more to it than
I'm just thinking
deciding that I'm Linda, the private detective.
Exactly, you know what I mean? Because I used to watch all these detective shows, Barnaby Jones. I'm really aging myself, Cannon, and all. I said, how do you become a private detective? You know, and Mannix. I'm going back real far. Now, do you remember Mannix?
Oh yes.
I remember, like, what are you talking, Mannix? And Peggy Fisher was his secretary.
Yes,
she was really the real detective because she was the one that was getting all the information for her. The secretaries do so much work, but they don't get the glory.
Right,
So
right.
she was really the investigator, but that's fascinating.
Nobody suspected me, so I kind of kept it undercover.
Really?
Yeah. Then I
Wow.
moved on from there.
And then so how did you get started? I know you work with your son. Mm-hmm. How did you get started working with your son?
Well, after I retired, I worked for a Fortune 500 company.
Okay.
And, I'm proud to say that I broke the glass ceiling.
Oh, wonderful.
I was a national account executive for many, many years, the top executive for the Fortune 500 company.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And after I retired from there, I decided to work in ministry full time.
Okay.
And from working in ministry full time, we developed an outreach center, and that's where my passion lies. And so I worked in our outreach center. We work with underprivileged individuals, disadvantaged individuals, and it was just a community service where we helped. Work with Justice 2000.
Oh, really? Yes,
Yes.
I'm very familiar with that.
Yeah, spent a lot of time in court helping people, writing a lot of letters.
Oh, wow.
And things like that. And while doing that, when I started working in outreach ministry, my son was in the same building. So Mario Dickens Creations was there. So I would find myself working in outreach and then supporting him.
That's
because
wonderful.
I became his editor.
Oh.
So a lot of times when he was working with obituaries or grieving families, and with my background working in the ministry, he would send the individuals up to my office. So I found myself doing twofold work. Yes. I would work with the families, minister to them, pray for them, and then in addition, edit their information for their obituary.
Now, do you consider yourself a writer? Because this is what it sounds like to me. You are a writer because you're writing the legacies. You take bits of pieces of information and build it into an obituary. That's not easy to do. Know, and sometimes a lot of individuals don't have recent pictures of themselves and that type of thing. So how do you handle that?
It's just a God-given talent. I meet with the families. They share with me their memories, what they can remember. A lot of times they don't even remember where an individual was born.
Oh, no.
And so I create it, and I often use an example. A lot of individuals were born in Mississippi. And I said that for so many years I have written the county, Atala County, because they just don't remember that the individual was born in Duran or Salis or Kosciuszko or, wherever they came from. So how I do it is just write it in a manner that it is significant where you at least have some idea where the individual was born. I develop the story from things that individuals has told me. And that's why it's so important for Legacies Forever, because we just don't remember, especially when we're grieving.
Yes, exactly.
We just simply don't remember everything about the individual because we're going through a process. With Legacies Forever, it allows you to have that information at your fingertips.
So it would be wise for me to come to you and get my, well, I'm a little bit up there, a little bit, I'm not going to say how old, but to get my legacy written, get it ready just in case. So everybody will know, hey, I went to college, I did photography, I did this, I did that. That's a good, and just have it. Is it documented? Is it?
It's documented. I have designed an online website for individuals. It will be marketed to major groups. But as an individual, you'll be able to go onto my website and navigate your way through where you can begin to tell your story.
Okay.
And it doesn't just end there, Wanda. Once you have given us the information, I will provide it back to you in a typed form, like the old-fashioned insurance policies. You'll get it back. That information will be documented. And it's not just to be used for death. It can be used for occasions, surprise birthday parties, celebrations, appreciations, and someone can have access to your information.
Oh, wow.
In addition to that, thanks to my son, Mario, you will also receive an ID card.
Really?
Just like a credit card that shows that you are a member of Legacies Forever.
Oh, that's
so
wonderful.
that in the event that something does happen or somebody does want to surprise you with a big celebration because they know that you're a member of Legacies Forever, with written permission, we'll be able to release that information on you. So if they can't find the information, just knowing that you're a member of Legacies Forever, we'll have it for you at our fingertips.
Okay. Well, how can they contact you?
I can be reached at legacieforever.org. That's my internet site. Or you can reach me at 414-760-0201.
Okay.
At Mario Dickens Creations. My business is in its infant stages. We just started 12, 13, 14.
That's all right.
But we will be doing great things.
Right.
I'm doing a magazine, Legacies Forever.
Ooh.
And we will be talking about different things that will help you or will motivate you to want to write your own story. And I will be featuring unsung heroes, women like myself that you don't know a lot about, but that are doing great things in the city of Milwaukee.
We need that.
And so in my first edition, one of my dear friends will be mentioned, Michelle Pitts.
Oh, yes.
Of the New Pitts Mortuary.
All right.
We kind of empower one another.
Okay.
Georgella Carter of Carter Creations.
Okay.
She's a dear friend of mine. And then there's other individuals. Make His Praise Glorious, a friend of mine that has helped me for many, many years, and a relative, Delisa Bond, and she will be featured. And then my sister, because there are individuals that work behind the scenes that you might not never hear about them or know what they do. And she is certainly a behind the scenes person, but she has empowered myself as well as my son Mario, and that's Marsha Bond.
Okay.
And to me, she is my unsung hero. So those are some of the things that I'll be doing to keep you up to date and to empower you to document your information and create your own legacy.
That's wonderful.
And as you can see, I'm very passionate about that.
You ought to be. You're great. You're fabulous.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
And again, you missed somebody in there too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You missed again.
And Wanda. Of heart and soul.
Thank
because
you. I mean,
I wouldn't be able to
being dissed all morning. What is this? Y'all just
I
forgetting
wouldn't be
about
able
me?
to tell my own story. And certainly I have my daughter.
I'm only joking. I'm only joking. You know, because I haven't done as wonderful things as these young ladies have. I call them phenomenal women. But I was only joking. I always say that don't forget. But if you have some extra room or like a couple lines like out,
I've got you in there. I've got you in there.
Just say Heart and Soul Wanda Williams.
You would be my feature of the next edition because I got to have somebody on the cover.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got you in there. And if I could just give a shout out to my children.
Okay, go ahead.
Who are my heart and soul.
Oh.
And that is certainly my son, Mario Dickens.
Yes.
To my son, Charles Duran Dickens, who has written the book, Legal Loopholes.
We got to have him. Got to have him on.
To my son, Antonio Dickens,
okay,
who is a minister of music,
okay,
and has a degree and is a music engineer.
Yes.
I give a shout out to him. And lastly, my daughter, Dana Williams. And these are the individuals that have empowered me and embraced me. And if my grandson does not hear his name, my oldest grandson, Deshaun Dickens of Inkjet Graphics, he'll get me. So I just want to give a shout out to all of them and to everybody who has supported me in my venture.
You have a grandson?
Yes, I do.
I'm not going to talk no more.
I have a
with you no more.
grandson and I'm a great grandmother.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
I have 12
fabulous.
grandchildren and
Really?
3 great grandchildren.
You look wonderful.
Well, thank you, Wanda.
You lived a great life. You look.
Thank
ooh,
you.
I thought you was a young girl.
And I want to document it because I want my legacy to go on.
All
so
right.
I'm creating it. And thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome. I'm going to have Mario do a shout out. You got a shout out for anybody? Go. That mic is just fine.
Oh, it's working good. All right. I just want to shout out to all of the industry bosses, name by name. Shout out to my mother. I think she's just done a wonderful job with this interview, and I am definitely a supporter of Legacies Forever. To my children, Jacob, Caleb, Mario and Marianne, and just to everyone that has been important to me getting where I am, to my church, Victory Temple family.
I was going to mention that.
To all 12,000 of our Facebook fans.
Okay.
We thank God for you.
All right.
All 12,000 of you. Lord is good.
I'm going to take a look. Can I take a break and come back for a little bit? No, I can't take a break. I want to thank my guests, Mario, which is wonderful. I want to thank Linda. You're going to be back. We're going to be working together, okay? We're going to be working together. And I want to thank Josh is here from ATM Photography doing the video, and also Keon, the main man on the board. I want to say God bless and I love ya.
Would you like to be a guest or a sponsor on Heart and Soul and join the Heart and Soul family? Contact Wanda at area code 414-760-8653. That's area code 414-760-8653. Or let me know how I'm doing. Email me. My email address is heartandsoulwandawilliams@gmail.com. That's heartandsoulwandawilliams@gmail.com.